Jusqu'à présent n'a été écrite que par les turiféraires de... L'histoire est toujours écrite par les vainqueurs. L'histoire de cette période jusqu'à présent n'a été écrite que par les turiféraires du régime, par les inconditionnels de M. Buea, par les gens qui lui sont redevables, qui lui font des clins d'œil et qui par conséquent jetaient l'anathème sur le président Aïdjo, le veau hégémonie. Tous les collaborateurs du président Aïdjo sont morts misérables. Tous. Allez voir les maisons qu'ils ont laissées. C'est vraiment des taudis. C'est deux fois rien. Le détournement était inacceptable sous le règne du président Aïdjo. M. Buea ne peut pas prendre le Cameroun de la prospérité, comme lui-même il l'a dit, le ramener à la misère, comme c'est le cas aujourd'hui, et s'attendre à ce que ses concitoyens continuent à lui faire confiance et à jeter leur dévolu sur lui. C'est impossible. Le président Buea parle tout le temps de la réconciliation. Il ne la veut pas, il ne veut pas de cette réconciliation. La dépouille du président Aïdjo se trouve encore à Dakar. Il paraît
que sa famille s'oppose au rapatriement de la dépouille, je n'en sais rien.
C'est pas vrai. Le président Buea ne s'appartient pas. Le président Buea est un bien national. Il n'appartient ni à sa famille biologique, ni à sa famille culturelle. Il appartient à toute la nation. Aïdjo a été président de la République. Il cesse d'appartenir à sa famille biologique. Il appartient à tout le Cameroun et c'est au Cameroun d'organiser des funérailles solennelles et officielles au président Aïdjo. Que les gens cessent de dire que le président Buea est bon et ses collaborateurs sont mauvais. Le président Buea, il a dit lui-même, il suffit qu'il opine de la tête pour dégager toute personne qui ne lui convient pas. Il n'a que les gens qu'il veut et qui travaillent comme il veut. Qu'on cesse donc de faire des autres des boucs émissaires. Le responsable de la situation, puisque le président Buea est le seul comptable, ou de la prospérité ou de la misère. Tous les ministres, tous les collaborateurs du président Buea sont comptables devant le président Buea.
Il est aussi comptable de la paix, le président Buea.
Mais aujourd'hui, vous dites que nous sommes en paix. Le Cameroun est calme. Et s'il y a paix, c'est la paix des cimetières. Regardez aujourd'hui le culte de la personnalité auquel on procède aujourd'hui au niveau des médias officiels. C'est simplement inacceptable. Le syndrome du Zaïre est en train donc de faire son apparition au Cameroun. Il faudrait que ce peuple baroudeur se réveille, qui se dise non. On doit construire la prospérité basée sur la solidarité, basée sur l'équité, sur la justice, et non aujourd'hui sur des mensonges grotesques et de l'assimilation.
Okay. I throw a salute for all people where they don't be for here now. So, now me UN, I want to talk today on April 21st, 2021. We don't hear what I hope say everybody don't hear what Issa Chiroma he talk for day. And Issa Chiroma, like any other person we would not talk. Say a person where if it be against La Republique, if he go for prison or he start to talk with La Republique government, it will change sides. Now so we see even people them where we believe in our own people like a Frundi and the rest, they change side. Issa Chiroma don't talk say Pobia be take Cameroon. Where he talk say Cameroon will be a country where we be, prosperous. Where money be there, everything be there. He take them from Aïdjo and he take them spoil them. He talk say people where they claim say Cameroon day for peace, they get peace. He say na peace for bearing ground. Now just say people them. Now just say people them no one for even talk. Because people they always talk say Cameroon a peaceful country and other things, and just because of fear and other kind of them. And he explains say in the days of Aïdjo, minister them. I guess or not, this minister will be all go for retirement under Aïdjo. He began at 7 cows them. But today you will see people and they under Paul Biya, where they did under Paul Biya. What did it happen? Person they just work only 3 months, 4, 5 months so. Either already embezzle money. Either thief all money, other kind of thing. So now he was Chiroma the talk say Pobia take Cameroon, he spoil them. From which way it will be rich, which way Aïdjo be keep them for ye. Under Aïdjo, people are not be get for thief, they not be do all that kind of thing, the discipline be there. Because Aïdjo, when any person be a president, he not be president for himself, he be a president for Cameroon. So much so that if person like Buea, he be president, he get for being a president for Cameroon. Nobody na say Buea will be president for your own self. And then, like say, he not be answerable to anybody. Say Buea na your own self accountant. No man of he ask you any question. People them, he say me people them they stop for the talk say Buea be a good person. Say na people where they dey for corner Buea where they be bad people. Na so Chiroma they talk for you. He say people where they be for corner Buea. Now the people where Buea know say they could do now wait the way he want them. Wait the way they do and for satisfy ye, no for satisfy la Republic. So now francophone that he talk. And a person that way he criticize Buea. And I that way Buea a corner ye. Like how a corner Jean-Michel Momo, a corner the rest of the people, a corner Frundi them, a corner any other person. Then you will see another they start again, instead they sing now the praises for Buea, they sing song for Buea, they do everything. All my rods see and say even how we Chiroma defend Buea for this war and all this genocide and all things them. Even Jean-Michel Momo will be the talk say Anglophones that want say, if when I want to be together, me when I leave France. And say now which kind of jungle where they be where now only French people they be now president and other kind of things. So me either when I change things them or when I go. But now la Republic see and say Jean-Michel Momo go talk so people they go follow ye plenty. What did they do? They corner ye. And when they corner ye, he can talk say no, they not change the form of the state even inside 200 years. That is how these people they work. So now why that way I decide for play this thing so that when we want to see some of our own people where they feel claim tomorrow, like Frundi, say they want make suffer finish, say they want fight on the people, on behalf of the people. But when they start, they cross, they start to talk with La Republic. Their language, it will change. Now you, as a free person, where you never dirty your hand with La Republic, now you get for now do the right thing. Because you know one free only yourself, you get for free only even the person who don't go dirty your hand with La Republic. We got to understand something. La République du Cameroun, now a country. And any country, it get the policy. And any party where it get power for a country, it get for do everything possible, say me provide protection for your people. Me provide security for your people. Me provide goods and services for their people. And me make their country me be fine. That is exactly what way it did for all countries inside the world. Even in America or for China or for whichever country. For America, whether not Donald Trump deal, whether not Joe Biden deal, or not who deal, they get one policy. For La Republic, not the same thing. The policy now for Mexico, may they make their citizens, may they be secure, they be safe, they do all those things. Now why do you see like Britain? Irrespective of the war where La Republic they kill we, Britain they sign contract with La Republic. The reason for the contracts where they sign now because it need money for feed the population, it need money for make it need things that for make the population be good. The reason why I try to explain this thing I say, La Republic it get independence 1st of January 1960. No matter any government where it there for La Republic. Or any political party where they in command inside La Republic, it would do everything possible for make sure say the security, the life for its citizens inside La Republic me improve them. Whether na Ajijo, whether na Buea, whether na Kamto. That is the mistake where Southern Cameroonians they make them. Because until Southern Cameroon person, it be like president for La Republic. Before if you understand something. And why that way even Emma Bazi be talk say Frundi win election, it be like say it be na enemy dans la maison. So because it be na enemy like snake, no can enter. Me say you can't destroy them. Joseph Owona, he talk say Bamileke man or Anglophone not ever be president. What you will get for understand and see as I don't talk, any government where it be in command, it the one safeguard now the social welfare for your people, security for your people, and whatsoever. And now from here where we Anglophones I put and say Anglophones for the moment, we get for understand see La Republic get independence will not be part of them. And now they reform their governments. They get their parties them. Where you come from Bida, you go for Aijo, you go for Buea. Any party where they for power for La Republic. Now for make sure say me people for La Republic they live good, me they get good security, me they get job, me they get all things them. That is why the CNU party where Aijo be get them, it no be mean no good for Southern Cameroons. For you for protect itself, for give goods and services for people. The CNU party for Aijo, it will make sure say me destroy Southern Cameroon, destroy your own parties and destroy everything the government will get them for Southern Cameroons and everything. Aijo destroy all things them for your own party. When I remember, even time we want to be with them, we'll be devoted with own people. We'll get with own political parties them. We'll be devoted with own people. But Aijo now, it can't dismiss person where they vote them, where they vote democratically. He appoint Namuna. That means it destroy we own electoral system, we own constitutional system, and everything the way we be the because if you want to safeguard the interest of La Republique when a country. Buea to a come with CPDM. The CPDM party where it come, it follow the same principle because CPDM no be na Southern Cameroon party. CPDM now just a different name where they coin and for the CNU party for Aijo. And it will get as obligation for provide goods and services for his people for their own country. Even if it means me go thief those things them. Like how will they go thief for Southern Cameroons? It would do them. Even if me destroy institutions and for Southern Cameroon for do them, it would do them. But if he see for go thief those things for Southern Cameroons, it will be difficult for you because you don't know the territory, you don't know all those things them. The toxin and iron, they move iron inside water. What it will happen, I see, it will go bring down a Southern Cameroonians and incorporate them inside the CPDM party. Now, why don't you realize and say, any person for CPDM party, for Yaoundé, now for make and say media people, they grow fine. But CPDM party, inside Southern Cameroons, now for make divide and rule, for project now some specific elites, them like Ranangala, Gerard, them, and the few individuals, them. So, it don't remind about the well-being of the people. It don't remind about the well-being of the people. The moment when Southern Cameroonians they get their own party or they get their own people where they stand and talk on top of them, the CPDM people they will try for infiltrate that party. They will try for make and so those things then they collapse. Now you will see say even when I hear about the SDF, when I will hear something about the Conte, Conte, where they be for SDF, now they will call 10 again and again SDF, they will make factions. So for destroy all those things them. That is the reason why no CPDM person, any Southern Cameroonian where they talk on the behalf of Southern Cameroons, when it all cross, it get any ties or links with the CPDM, it will turn against Southern Cameroons. Frundi, na example. When we say Buea must go, France must go. But when it started chop now with La Republique, now it be secure now and say, me will stop because La Republique economy is day down. That is which way it and which way it happen for that. Now why that way if we want to succeed like Ambazonians, we must do one thing. If we want to succeed like Ambazonians, we must do one thing. We must be very, 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 very careful with people where they claim that they talk on our behalf and where they trace their roots or they get something to do with the CPDM party. And with those them where they talk with we, they still will come now go to talk with the CPDM party, with the La Republique party. Those people are not mean, no good for we. Now why that way all their agenda would be sent and I say they want a peace, federation, want La Republique and whatsoever. Are the mean people like the Frundi? Are the mean people like Munzu? Are the mean people like Nic Ngwanyam? are the main people like a Barrister Ashu and all the rest. Though some of them, they could claim, say, no, they don't resign from CPDM, but they just claim, say, they resign as, what is, they resign and go into it like spies. Like Muzu, where we talk, say, resign, he prefer, they say, either you talk, or you resign, you want to talk, you resign your job. Now, if you work job where they pay you well, then it will resign. Then the Republic send it like a spy, and then they recruit you for United Nations. It go for the, it work now like a spy. That is exactly what will happen. Now, whether you will see some of them, like the Akuro, it will talk, say, they should either resign for your work, either resign for your job, because if you get problem with the Republic. But yet, at the same time, if you go talk with the Republic for back, yet at the same time, if they again like the Swiss talks and other things, the way they could make them, say that me, it redress the problem where we get out with the Republic. You could see people like the Uchiba, the way they talk, say, no, they come on run because of the Republic. And now they see like Swiss talks, they see play where they will go solve matter with the Republic for they kick against. Because all those people that when they don't cross side, they don't cross side. That is exactly what you will get for. We get for talk for you that. Okay, now, before I start at the go, I will explain something for you. And I think where they tell people them say, we must be very careful. We don't talk, say me, you show respect for old people, respect for young people, respect for people that not fit defend themselves. I don't see now Cardinal Tumi be there, alive. People are not talk nothing good about he. But when he died, some group of people, the we can talk how we, oh, Cardinal Tumi be do so, now Godfather be do so, because they want use Cardinal Tumi, ye legacy, for find a bread for put up for their belly, for find a bread for put up for their belly. And in the course of doing so, they distort Cardinal Tumi legacy. Now they make false allegation. I mean assumptions. Say it be the make them because this one it be very bad. Now a sin, now a crime. Where even even you be in a house, I'm not sure say God will forgive you. Person they not feel lost some person inside their family. Then when I come for outside for day. When I can't talk now something where it be different. With at the time when the people that they still mourn the person. When I come now begin to use die man, your name for try for project on ourselves for update. Where it not be correct. Only because when I know say he be absent now. He not get no lawyer, he not fit defend himself. And the problem where they talk now say, why it be say when I the one can start for concentrate for way to Cardinal Tumi, it be hope for one Cameroon for peace and justice. And when you all when I claim say when I work with Cardinal Tumi, but when Cardinal Tumi become to give the results for Equinox television, wait all of when I do them together. When I not be even come out that day for try say when I want debunk way to Cardinal Tumi a talk. When I not debunk them. When I'm not talking, no, when I'm not maybe now on a position that because Cardinal Tumi he talks, though ye be a federalist, he go conduct election ye and wanna. When I sample 1,000 people, when I want to check say those people that will vote now for one Cameroon for federation and for peace. But when I greatest surprise, the 1,000 people, only 5 people they want now one Cameroon. The rest, 69%, they want a separation. And Cardinal Tumi talk say, yes, all things that must be on top table, including the separation. Now Cardinal Tumi, he don't die. When I don't wake up now, when I know the instant mention again, the separation where we talk, 69% we talk, when I the only talk and I say, Anglophones conference, again for go for peace and this thing. Because when Cardinal Tumi, he will give the result, where be the jam. He nobody give the result and say, now ye. Now why that way he be use and say, we, he said we now have a document. We who? The AGC people, the All Anglophone Conference people. When are the Muzu, the Eli Smith, and and all the rest, where they did for background, what are Keremona and the rest. And it also we now have a document about where the people check say now the causes and the solutions. And we again it mean for you and I say now all when I want to be participate for those things that for day. But now when the person Tumi don't die. When I want to use it now for promote one political agenda, selfish interest, because I don't go play off. Me go just hear now wait Cardinal Tumi they talk for you. It is talking and say we. He not talk say na ye one. It is talk say we. Wait mean say after all our findings we want our own position following the principle of democracy. The majority carry the vote, and when I wait to Cardinal Tumi talk for you, and even talk say even one people say they don't want the referendum, and talk say the only need for be to get separate, and because easy we not before be united together at first, say we were separate people, and now when I don't come now from begin to talk like say Cardinal Tumi, if he talk and say no, it then for one Cameroon, when I listen,
there's a problem.
No, the form of the state.
The form of the state. You know, in our questionnaire to Anglophones, we try to influence
oui.
the Anglophone opinion, but we did not succeed. Therefore, it shows how deep.
How deep?
The problem is
separation.
When you say you try to influence,
we try to influence.
How?
Good question. When we said, what form of government do you think can solve this problem? Federation, for example. Decentralization, as we are trying to live it now. I think just about 4 or 5 people reacted out of 1,000. 69% of Anglophones said absolute, the word they used, many used was absolute separation. That is to say, cessation. What? Who was taken aback.
Secession was not on the questionnaire. You had federalism and decentralization.
Yes.
And they ignored the two.
But then we said, have you any other proposition to make? We left it open. Have you other proposition? But many said in the questionnaire, acting on outside the questionnaire, said we should have proposed also a referendum. They said no, a referendum is not a form of state, form of government.
And when you look at that reaction, what do you read within the lines? What will you conclude is the stand of?
We drew the conclusion.
We
drew the
all of
conclusion.
them, Elismi them, Muzu them.
We have to document now the causes, the propositions of those who reacted to our questionnaire, about 1,000 people, and then our own, what we think. For those who reacted to our questionnaire, 69% are convinced that if we want to love each other, that is to say, if the Anglophones and Francophones want to live as brothers and sisters, absolute separation on the level of government, that is important.
And that is what sounds like a taboo.
Our position is that everything should be put on the table. There should be no taboo. That's our own position. But not that it is our own, not that we are saying that we should absolute separation, but we say whatever the opinion of some, let us listen to him. But
secession should be on the table of discussion.
Yes.
The national dialogue.
Let them try to convince us. If they convince us, we should take it. If it's convincing. That is why I think personally
Are you saying that if the people who are standing for secession convincingly present their point of view, President Paul Biya should accept to separate Cameroon?
Of course.
Is it feasible?
It's possible since it is human. It's not the law of God. We were not that. We were separate.
Exactly.
Were we not? We were.
Do you think that separation is going to solve this problem? Personally, do you think that separation can solve this problem?
Of course.
Okay. So when I don't hear which way Cardinal Tumi talk, it is use we the now now the all Anglophone conference people the way they be talk, the Eli Smith, the Muzu, the Nic Ngwanyam, and all of them. Now whether they present this result for you, talk say they be not go try say me they make fraud, me they go talk say one Cameroon. But people, them now only 5 people and they talk for one Cameroon. The rest they say no, absolute separation. The RCC, they bring up for table, it said yes. And he talks say it will work out because it still work out because will not be being a one person. Now, when he put out this results, it all stay more than it go like 2 years now. Muzu, Nic Ngwanyam, and all the rest. Where I don't know what they do now. Wait before Cardinal Tumi die. They will come for up now. They started preaching and say Cardinal Tumi be talk say want a peace reconciliation for one Cameroon. A peace reconciliation for one Cameroon. The reason I say wait because some of these people, they don't go pass through La Republique. I will ask one question. I say why they not be challenged the result that way Cardinal Tumi be put them. And why did they celebrate Cardinal Tumi now? Where Cardinal Tumi don't die before they celebrate it? Why did not be celebrated at first? The problem where it didn't see Cardinal Tumi be like some obstruction for them. Because they will know say it will bring all things that on top table. And they not fulfill replace it. Now whether they must make them say me must clear the space. Yes. So remember La République and France and everybody for France them. They know they celebrate any person where he sees say they can't move chop for their mob. They go tag that person say na enemy. They go tag that person say na terrorists. They go tag that person. Even in the days for Frundi, La République be no say Frundi na enemy. Now until when Frundi don't start the trouble with them, now where you see they give all those amenities where they give. La République. ABC and France, ABC Omniobe, where it be the fight for total independence. They be toxic, be terrorists, it be Makiza, be this, they kill it, then they kill even Ernest Wanji, say na terrorism. But today, what did happen? They celebrate and say, na good people. Like how a Cardinal Tumi be stand for day, he want move, talk to me, they must bring all options on top table. Now they deny them for bring all options on top table. When it all die, now you they can't celebrate it. That means that they kill their people, then they can't celebrate them. Like how even for America for here, they be go kill Martin Luther King. They be saying a terrorist and a whatsoever, and they celebrate it today until they don't give even some specific days in a public holiday for Martin Luther King. Yes. Because when they be killed like Omniobe and the rest, they celebrate them. Ayijo do say me, they do so. Because they be no see. That person, Omniobe, they be the one a total separation from from France. They tag them terrorists, this. But today, after they be all clear road, they come again, they can't talk say, oh, we been a good people, we been a so. I be the expect say, when Cardinal Tumi become with this result 2 years ago, these people, the Muzu, Nic Ngwanyam, Barrister Ashu, how they like, they for come to quote the results. They for quote and say, yes, they don't make their findings, and Eli Smith, they don't make their findings. Now wait where the people, they want them this. But they not talk, only because Cardinal Tumi be talk, see, the people, they want an absolute separation. Me all options, they on top table. Since all them, they be not the work out with La Republic style. They not for come endorse those things them. Now why that they not be talk about it? But now why come say they come again for start to talk about the result where Cardinal Tumi make them. But now they talk only half. They talk now their own portion where Cardinal Tumi talk, say it belong to, where it been a 5%. Where the other one them, you know they did. That, now why that would it tell when I say, you when you be a free Ambazonian, where you never soil your hands with the Republic. Now you get for free even these people. Because some people and they way they fight against us too. Because their hands are bit tight. When you will see Bipanda Mole, for 1992 they give result for election, say me read them. He can't talk, say he the only read them. Because if you know say from the win, he say the only read them, but your hands are bit tight. Your hands are bit tight. Take for example, Nic Ngwanyam. Nic Ngwanyam, an American doctor, a graduate for QS for Yaoundé. When he graduated for QS for Yaoundé, they post him for Betua. He go to work for Betua. Like during that time, them in the 1990s, where Frundi win election, and then chaos begin to come up. I mean, where chaos will come up for Bamenda, where they launched that political parties and for SDF. All the window people for East, all of them they be the check say they be look any Anglophone they check say na SDF person. Now SDF person. Even up to the extent say some government person he take gun, he shoot some person, kill him. When they kill the person, now you way the government, la Republic government, he go corner Nic Ngwanyam. He talks to me Nic Ngwanyam right and I say that person be dying for natural, he die na natural die, say they no be killing a killer with gun. Say me right and I say yes. So Nic Ngwanyam talks he be a medical doctor and he be a Catholic Christian. Say he no fit right something where he be wrong. He no fit do am so because he be a Christian. So now he deny so. All over the whole Cameroon people they praise Nic Ngwanyam. They say yes, that is the best doctor where they get him. They praise him. So now you will la Republic now he go now he tell Nic Ngwanyam say since you want to challenge the government, we could do how we could do them. Now you will they make and so they can make and they dismiss you like a medical doctor from there. They fire you from there. When they fire you from there, he come on can go for Bamenda. He go to meet up go to meet up Bamenda. He still talk with the Catholic people them. He talk with Cardinal Tumi and maybe different other man of God. Now you where they connect it with some NGO for Germany. Some NGO for Germany. And they try to bring the matter, they come, La Republic and say, oh, but they be do bad for fire ye. They say, okay, now if you open a private clinic, now you will La Republic now they now find books and make them if private clinic, what are they make now St. Louis or whatsoever. You go open clinic and hospital and all those things them. Where they pay 500,000 CFA franc for the school before you go for the school. So now it already enter inside the system for CPDM system. Time we begin to graduate for your school, what did you do? It go call a governor, they can preside over the ceremony. So you give understand, see, before they want allow you permit for be that kind of school, and before the governor want come for do for graduate your people, you go do what the government want them. Now why do you see plenty francophone that be go floor for Nic Ngwanyam in school and all those kind of things them? Because if you not do them so, they go can't put a lot of taxes them on top you like how they be put them on top Nanga and the chair and all the other people yeah industry it go fall for down. So now why that Nic Ngwanyam now embrace the CPDM, it go now even contest for election. See what contest right now Senate election, whatsoever election for CPDM people. But yet you will see say now ye when they come today, he can't claim they say, oh, he want to talk on behalf of Anglophone, he want to talk so. And he bring this history so that me wanna know see no person where he don't get contact with CPDM party. Because the CPDM party, na La Republic party, it not get anything for do with Southern Cameroons. And any party where it dey in command for any country, be it America, China, Uganda, even for La Republic, it want make sure say it protect the well-being for your own people. So CPDM like CNU, they protect the well-being for for Cameroon. Now they will come make alliances with Anglophones and whosoever where they will enter inside that party. Now for can chakara Anglophones, for can fight Anglophone against Anglophone, for can try for project for make na say me Anglophone and not get brain for do anything. That is why any person where a day for CPDM, you not get no nothing. You know want to talk about independence, you want to talk about something. When SDF they can't go for La Republic Parliament, they talk say they must talk Anglophone problem today. What will be happen inside Parliament and say Francophones them, including CPD and people when are Anglophones them, all of them they come out inside Parliament. because the CPDM is not an Anglophone party. Now a state party for La Republique. And again for do everything possible, say, may the security, the well-being for the state of La Republique may it not be threatened. That is exactly what it happened. So now why that one we see Nic Ngwanyam and the rest, they try to come in for impose themselves, like say they be now alias, they be so ever. No person where he get ties with CPDM, if he see a free Southern Cameroon, a strong Southern Cameroon, a two-state Southern Cameroon where it be strong. That is why when the CPDM it come for inside Anglophone regions, their role no be now for make sure say me Anglophone they develop. Their role now for cause divide and rule by trying to project and promote now individualism. Some individuals, this man a CPDM mayor, this one a CPDM this one a CPDM this. So now all the people them for their own side that they do. That is why we not get anything where it they for on side. That is why even the CPDM representatives, parliamentarians, them they not fit fight. Say me they bring we reforms for on side. Then you go now for Barrister Ashu. Barrister Ashu, now one of those people, where like the Cabral Libi and the rest, when a CPDM government, Cameroon Republic, it make them, it talk me they create how do you call them? Political parties with the hope for combat and weaken the SDF, for weaken any party for Anglophone. Barrister Ashu. That is exactly what we did, like Cabral beat them. Where till the point they come out? This Francophone man, Barrister Ashu get a party in a redemption party. Francophone man, they call and say Jean Dupont. Or no, Jean Dupont, Bamleke man. He get the own party will be similar so. Then a CPDM ambassador, it tell you say why he and Ashu they not fit join for one party because they get the same nameism. Then so that mean they work for protect the government, make sure say make Cameroon government it grow for up. Now from there where that man to reveal the fire for talk say that me say Ashu party now this guy CPDM. That is why you know we see Barrister Ashu it go out for make campaign, you know go out for do other kind of things them, but they make it like how they make a Yapo on party and all those parties then are auxiliary parties them for CPDM parties them. Yes, thank you. Satellite parties. Thank you, Teddy Passover. Satellite parties them. The day they for monitor Anglophone, for weekends Anglophone parties, for do all those kind of them. When I will see like how we SDF when it be strong now, they talk different man they come for SDF go credit on part, different one go credit on part, Kawala that they go, other kind one they go. Now the same people that dive with Barrister Ashu and they like. So if you see Barrister Ashu, he come for outside, he talk sometimes, he mention Southern Cameroon, he mention this now because he want get your endorsement. He want make a people see and say now person where they talk the truth this. Equally like how we Muzu where they talk the truth, we read the Bamenda proclamation and that Pastor Ayuk where we go read the Bamenda proclamation and all those things them. When they be go read those things, wait till it be go happen. All might be look and say now the best people where they turn up for we cause this. At the end of the day, they go sell now. That is it. That is how it is. Barrister Ashu now the claim talk say, oh, he make a coalition for dialogue and negotiation, and where he talk say not and until they create for La Republique. On how will they be see say we talk say we matter na international matter. He go put some wild man people them, go put some people there for they like that one they were talking if you go take American farmers, they can't talk say they be na Amnesty International people. You go take the spice and for they say yeah the party it be internationalized because different people then they and the reform part coalition for dialogue it be internationalized and other kind of tell them say if party it get international perspective and other kind of me tell with the member countries them where they endorse that party more than how where different countries they endorse the Swiss talks and the rest. Barrister Ashu, when they catch with leaders them for Nigeria, the interim government contact you, say me go judge with lawyers them because if they be not see the talk sometimes because they know say know those things them too. Wait till it happen and say Barrister Ashu ask and say me they give you 2 billion CFA, 2 billion Cameroon money CFA because like La Republique style. Like how we Akeremuna, they don't go bring Foley Hawks, they go pay money for them, they go do so because they be one for dry Ambazonians, they need the money if he lost. So that if they be give 2 billion for you, the matter all money will for the fight like revolution for go. So he talks to me they give 2 billion. Now interim government say they don't get that money. Interim government say, well, they don't get that money. Now you interim government go contact different lawyers them, including Barrister Ashu Johnson them. Say me they take the matter. Now they talk say the Barrister Ashu Johnson and the rest they take the matter. Say they go defend with people for court. They go defend with people for court. So they still go contact again them. The lawyers them still go contact again Barrister Ashu. Say okay, you two we get case where we want to go defend the people for court. If I say me you two you join we. Then Barrister Ashu asks them. He tell them say the bureau already can't tell you the same case. The bureau brief you on top of the case. Then he asks and say, when I don't take the case for how much money? The people that say, no, they're not take no money because the people in the fight now for our country. If our country be free, all we will be free. So they know they take their no money. Barrister Ashu talk say, you know they for that one I think for fight country. Say when they fight Ambazonia country, whatsoever. And you know they working for some man for free. Yes, if they work now for money, if they get money, good. Since when I not take money and you know I'm working for free, you know what they did. That is how Barrister Ashu move his hand for the case. But now the Barrister Ashu, this way he can't claim today, can't talk say, oh, he care for people, he do so, and he said he work only for money, and now he talks say, you know they take no, he spend my money for coalition for dialogue and this. How person way talk say you know they work for free? I mean you know they work for free. Then he talks say he go spend his own money for coalition for dialogue and negotiation. If no be in La Republic, it is sponsor them. How you go to do that dialogue and negotiation where if you not get a different agenda for under where you will get a benefit from it. That is exactly what we did for that. So when I see them, they can't talk for outside now because they want to make some small deal. Make Ambazonia they look and say, oh, this man Barrister Ashu talk Ambazonia. Ayuktabi say Ambazonia. Adukami say Ambazonia. But their actions, it is sure say they are not Ambazonians. That is it. So I don't connect Nic Ngwanyam with CPDM. I connect Frundi with CPDM. I connect Barrister Ashu with CPDM. That is party with the CPDM. Now I don't know the contest, you know, election. When they want to make election, you only can make talk. He go lost. Taking money, 25 million away the jam. He goes destroy. You know, he make no rally, you know, he make no campaign because that party, again, for weakening the SDF and the strength for the SDF people. And now, why that way you see, say, all those things that they did so. So now, me, I then we'll go now for Muzu. So, when I understand him, Muzu, he don't talk, say, Muzu will be a teacher where they teach international, private international law for University of Yaoundé 1. Private international law, it means a lawyer where he know the rights for people. But this same Muzu, where he claims he know people today, he like people today. Now the Muzu, where during the days of Agotabi, he be there for University of Yaoundé 1. And where the government, it can remove boosts and all these things, the services where they be done for students. Students, they strike. Muzu not open him up. Even begin the way they come out for southern zone and northern zone, they cry. They not open them up. Until some of them they work and not we're not there for them. They work and talk say they want to go make a life or other kind of thing for road for get more money. You know open him up. But today, now you where one can claim say he want talk about this thing. He say he go read the Bamenda Declaration. Now they can't tell you see how will you want fight for independence for Southern Cameroons. You would choose either for being a teacher for university or you go to talk that thing. Now he decide say he will resign his job. He will resign his job. If you resign your job because you be claim say you want to be free for talk about the Southern Cameroon case, you be talking no. He resign his job, he lost it. The next time after 1 year, a few months, we know instead year say person will be resign job because he want to talk freely on Southern Cameroons. He know to talk about Southern Cameroons any longer. But what will happen We can't hear and say, they'll go get a job for United Nations, for Human Rights Commission for the, and where that job they get and through the endorsement for your country where it will give you referral. So now La Republic is seen as a Muzu, than for you for make, should not say it would give headache for people. Me they crack the movement by saying major pretend say he resign, like Akuru them, they pretend say they resign. Now they would go find you job for United Nations for United Nations for them. Me go enter for United Nations. Now from the job where either come go for the go the work for them. Yes. Ask them for you see how you will resign your job because you talk say no, you want fight for Ambazonia. Then you resign the job, but you not fight you again Ambazonia. You should know you quiet. You should know you quiet. Then the next thing 1 year and I say you work when a Cameroon government endorse them before they take you. And when they want ask and Muzu talk say people where they challenge you say na Cameroon government be talk, me they can't show proof. Now you where they accuse you say na Cameroon government, it go sign work for you go for come out, they can publish them online and for social media. The condition, the requirements, the way it be make them before you go get that job. Now you go for can't instead where they accuse you, now you go for can't defend yourself. Nobody say you want can't talk to me to get challenge Southern Cameroonians. Yes. Because the same Muzu now, it will come now, it can't talk say, oh, we're not fit to go again for 1961. We're not fit to talk all those things because they be already passed. So if you be not say 1961 and all those things be already passed, wait to be the aim for AAC1 and AAC2. Wait to be the aim for La Republic National Dialogue, where you and you the Muzu you be participate inside all those things. Them. If you not be talking and say the agitate say you want to go back to the past. That is exactly what they talk. Which will be the aim for the Buea or an Bamenda or Buea declaration. And all those things they fail. The AAC one it failed, Buea this thing it failed, Bamenda this thing it failed, and national dialogue it failed. But you just come again after your own retirement, and when you will not fail for your own life, fail for defend Southern Cameroons, you come now again, start talking and say you want preach for federation. Which federation you talk of? Nobody has still the very federation we're gonna be not try for AAC1, AAC2 for Bamenda declaration and all those things that they gonna fail. Then when I want come off for come again for year. Then when I want come off, then you want to come again for talk. Say me they begin to preach about the same federation where people the way they don't see and say the federation don't fail. They want to go back now to independence. They want to go now for independence for the option of independence. You the talk to me they not go back to the past, but yet you the preach me they go for federation, which is something that was already in the past. That is Munzu. Yes. I hear Muzu talk say resolution 1608. It not be mentioned. It not be mentioned. I'm saying me they make any treaty of union because we the talk say we never be united with La Republic because we not get treaty of union. Muzu talk say resolution 1608. It not be mentioned any treaty of union. Yes, but me Muzu explain for me. If the resolution 1608 it be mentioned for they say me La Republic it dissolve with own government, with own prime minister, with own institutions, that with own country, me dissolve with own parliament. Me Muzu can't explain them. If the resolution it be talk say me they dissolve with own parliament, me they dissolve with me I dismiss with unelected prime minister Joa. Me Muzu explain them for we. And if the resolution it be talk say make La Republic it can't occupy with own territory, then the very Muzu it can't talk say oh it get right for can't talk because the abolition of the institutions of Southern Cameroons it don't raise the question of who been the leader that for talk. Why then wait Muzu the based on resolution 1608 it not be talks me they dissolve, they abolish the institutions for Southern Cameroons. They be get leaders, they be get all those things. Then the resolution 1608 it come they can't dissolve those things. But now you Muzu, why you not tell them say the resolution not be prescribed, say me they dissolve the electoral system for Southern Cameroon, the prime minister and the institutions and all those things, up to the extent now you can't talk now say, since Jordan they dissolve those things, them we not get right for talk, say we not get again any person will being a leader. We not get right with person will being a leader. And yet, if you acknowledge and say the Southern Cameroon institutions and this thing that they be dissolved, it therefore means we will get our own leadership, we will get our own things them by our own selves. Yes. Now Muzu can't talk say, oh, how will they be dissolved those institutions them? It therefore means that parliamentarians them and the chiefs them where they get for the talk on behalf of Anglophones. Now so Muzu they talk. Say na parliamentarians and the chiefs and they will talk on behalf of Anglophones. Which parliamentarians them? Parliamentarians the way they vote them, they go now for Yaoundé. They don't vote parliamentarians for Southern Cameroons. And you now Muzu get for understand say you can't talk that thing about parliamentarians. Anybody even first stay now for stay. And yet where you get for understand say those parliamentarians where they exist for Yaoundé today, they were never voted by Southern Cameroonians. So you get to move them out of the equation. Now, when a Frenchman, they talk this, on a year.
Cette situation, il y a eu déjà ce premier courrier en février qui a donné tout ce que l'on sait dans le Social Democratic Front. Mais aujourd'hui, personne ne veut véritablement assumer. Et comme a dit Joël, Jean-Michel Nietzsche dit, je me désolidarise. Conclusion, tous les autres ont pris part, ont participé à la rédaction de cette lettre ouverte.
Selon vous, Serge Alain, je voudrais vous dire que nous allons débattre comme ça tous les jours dans cette affaire. Et nous allons être toujours plus ou moins à la périphérie du sujet. Parce qu'il y a une question de référentiel. Nous ne sommes pas dans le même référentiel que les députés. Personne n'a voté ces gens-là dans le nord-ouest et le sud-ouest. Personne. Eux-mêmes ont dit qu'il n'y a pas eu vote. Donc on a pris des gens là-bas, on a fait 30 personnes, on est allé les mettre là. Vous êtes des députés. Personne ne les a votés. Eux-mêmes ont dit qu'il n'y a pas eu d'élection là-bas. Ils sont revenus une deuxième fois, personne n'est allé voter. D'ailleurs, quand on a suivi l'honorable Bandam, il a dit que lui, il était dans un véhicule de militaire, dans un cortège. Ils y sont allés, et arrivés là-bas, ceux qui ont voté étaient juste quelques militaires, et même les PV étaient faits sur les entêtes de machines là. Mais donc, et les quand même n'y étaient pas. Ça veut dire quoi? Ça veut dire qu'il n'y a rien eu là-bas. Donc on a désigné les gens qu'on a amenés à Yaoundé.
Ici, he talks say, he said they not be vote not parliamentarians them, not people representatives them for Southern Cameroons. Say even elect themselves no be there for time to be the vote. Say there are some military people them they go she don't say they take their name they go she don't make a small vote them go put them and they can't put some name them for day. Now francophone this way they talk. Say we not get parliamentarians them again for la Republic because they not be make no elections. And he talks say now all then say they talk. Now francophone they talk that.
Les autres villes, c'est plus ou moins la même chose. Alors, ces gens donc sont passés par 150 000 chemins pour se retrouver là-bas. Et quand M. Paul Biya, président de la République du Cameroun, s'en va en France, quand il a parlé avec Ibrahimo, il a dit, ils étaient 20%, nous étions 80%. Et l'objectif était de les ramener dans la République. Donc il était question de les assimiler. Et il conclut en disant, et ça n'a pas marché. C'est pour ça que c'est ce qui provoque ce que vous voyez là. Quand vous avez compris ça, de quelqu'un qui est sérieux, parce que c'est un président de la République, donc quand il dit, quand c'est lui, il dit la vérité. Là, il était franc.
Et il talk Paul Biya talk for Frank with Ibrahimo. He say the objective, if be I said they want just wipe Southern Cameroon, assimilate we all. But they be try, they fail. He said Biya don't talk the truth. So this francophone says man too, he talk will be two countries. But when I hear what Muzu they talk, when I hear again.
Ça n'a pas marché. Donc, tout ce qu'on est en train de faire aujourd'hui, pour eux, on ne doit jamais résoudre ce problème. Tout ce qu'on peut faire, c'est calmez-vous, on revient comme on était. C'est-à-dire, on continue notre assimilation. Donc, tous les gens qui disent qu'on va faire le débat, il n'y aura pas de débat. C'est les Français qui disent à M. Biya que nous avons demandé de les assimiler. Avez-vous fini le travail? Non. Maintenant, comme vous n'avez pas fini le travail, il faut maintenir la situation comme celle-ci. Tout ce qu'on fait, on ne fait rien. Personne ne veut résoudre la crise anglophone. Personne.
So he talks say France, he don't talk for la Republic. Say me they assimilate we. and say, La République no one solve this matter because the objective now say France don't talk to me they assimilate we. So all those things they were on the CDP where they talk Anglophone General Conference and all those things they not go nowhere. Now Francophone them this they talk.
Quelqu'un vous dit qu'il veut résoudre l'Afrique de la France, c'est des histoires. Les députés maintenant, je peux même vous dire qu'ils n'ont rien écrit. C'est sûr qu'on a présenté un papier qui est tombé du ciel ou quelqu'un a levé du chapeau et on leur a dit venez signer. On sait comment on fait signer les documents aux gens ici. Et puis, ils ont signé. Maintenant, vous voulez qu'ils expliquent quoi? Nietzsche, lui, le noir Nietzsche est, pour eux, il fait de la rébellion à l'Assemblée. Pour eux, c'est de la rébellion. Parce qu'il s'oppose à ce qui doit être fait, puisque cette Assemblée nationale, nous avons un pouvoir fort qui maîtrise l'exécutif, le législatif et le judiciaire. Donc nous sommes pratiquement dans une dictature, même comme certains opposants de dimanche disent que c'est une dictature conviviale, c'est-à-dire une dictature où tout le monde mange. Hein? Donc elle est conviviale, c'est une dictature, mais elle est conviviale. Bon, très bien. Mais vous n'allez pas aller dans un système qui n'est pas démocratique et commencer à critiquer le fait que ce n'est pas, qu'il y a des actes qui ne sont pas démocratiques et tout. Non, restons dans le référentiel. Ces gens sont là, ils savent, comme a dit mon prédécesseur, que le rôle c'est le contrôle de l'action gouvernementale. Ils ne contrôlent pas l'action gouvernementale.
Okay, so we end for here. We don't already understand and I say, even Francophone, they don't accept, say, we not get senators, elected representatives. Say, because election not be take place for Southern Cameroons. And say, I say election not be take place for Southern Cameroons. And say, even Cameroon government may be unable to solve the problem. Because, Buea, they only talk, say, dialogue. Maybe no nothing. Because, like, France don't talk to me, they try to assimilate them. But they never do them. But when you see people like Muzu, they can't talk now say, oh, now they want be for front, since leadership not they, me na parliamentary and they resolve the matter, or me na chiefs and they resolve the matter, or he talk say, he want stand for up, he want convene Anglophone conference and this is so because people are not there. Then he ask and say, who be mandate you? Who give you that authority? Because after the Joas government, where they be vote them, put them. Since they can't reach today, Southern Cameroons, they not get again any elected representatives on their own until they elect the members and for consortium. And that consortium, it come up as a result where people that vote, they put them, and we not transform to they can reach for the interim government, where it be now the leaders. But when you see people them way, they call like this Muzu. When I see CPDM person, we don't talk. People ready to say, oh, remember, before Muzu, he talks say, for 1992, he go attend the tripartite talks them. And say, if he go for tripartite talks, if he go for the the National Secretary for Economic and Social Affairs for CPDM. So he go there like a CPDM person. So he not be go for this with the interest of La Republic. I mean, Southern Cameroons are hard. For the tripartite talks them way, they be talks me they put representatives from different regions. But he come for Southern Cameroons, he go for the under the banner of CPDM person, where the CPDM party, maybe a Southern Cameroon party, now party for La Republic, for protect La Republic institution, the government and other like. That is it. Now, ask them for we say, if La Republic Parliament it be unable for talk about the Southern Cameroon problem, who be an individual like Muzu, he will claim for up talk say he can't talk about the Southern Cameroon problem. Muzu talk say Southern Cameroon are the only territory where he never get name. He never get name. And he claims say we will get independence by go to join La Republic. So for go join La Republic, we will be separate people for go join La Republic. So we will not be getting no name before joining La Republic. We will not be getting no name before joining La Republic. That all those things and I think the way we get for strike for explain for here. So until Muzu they can't talk say me they go do a federation where they don't try for AAC 1 it fail, AAC 2 it fail, Bamida declaration, they fail. SCSC, all that kind of thing. All those things, they don't try, it fail. Now, he claims say, they can't go for federation again. And he claims say, now you have Cardinal Tumi, he talk. And he talks, see, if they want to make federation, they must avoid two things. Two things. First thing I see, me they make sure say, me continue to exist like northwest and southwest divide, that divide. That means say, Munzu now he tell Southern Cameroonians and say, the plan where we be announced some several months ago, say La Republique, in an attempt, say they want to stop the northwest and southwest divide. They want to take southwest, they join them with littoral. They take northwest, they join them with the Bamileke people. Now why that way, Muzu the talk now say this would be for avoid northwest southwest divide in terms where they want to make any federation where they want to make it now. And he talks see, he know if you want, he say me to go for two-state federation because two-state federation is not will favor all man. He say Southern Cameroons, Ambazonians, them northwest and southwest, they will still get that division between them two inside their own state. And again, for the other side, for La Republique, it no will favor plenty people. Like they want it for Garwa, they want it for North, they want it for the other side because they would claim say the distance for them for go for Yaoundé, it be far. For go for Yaoundé. Therefore, if they talk to me, they make now a 10-state federation. Now, if they make 10-state federation or 2-state federation, what you concern with? How the distance would be far? La Republique will live with Garwa Marwa. The distance not be far for them at first. Then only now where Muzu they want to talk about federation. They talk say be they make them so. So the agenda now for craft and say like how they talk say oh Anglophone problem now for Anglophones them. Then different regions they get their own problem. Different one they get their own problem. If they want to make federation. 2-state federation, they not go find 10-state, they not go find. Better me they make like 4-state federation so that they go cut that Adamawasa they so put up so then they take Sarwe Jonah Litura and other kind of them. That is the agenda where people they preach them. And a CPDM people with them. Because I don't tell you see CPDM not mean no good for Southern Cameroons. That is why they infiltrate, they spoil Southern Cameroon party where like where they will look at like SDF. Now they go put all those satellite parties and all those things where they can go for day. Then Munzu can't talk say, he say, if we want independence, then we must then fight. We must fight war. We must fight war. Then I ask Munzu say, for 4 years, what would they do? Maybe in a war would they fight? Would they fight in a war? Or each say the war would then be now for different day. Are we not in a war for 4 years now? Will we fight war? Where international community don't start the talk, say, we go talk, both parties, me they go talk for on top table. But Muzu, you can't talk, say, me they go fight war, until they go fight war. Muzu talk, say, we know if we go back to the 1961, because that affair will not pass, because everything, trusteeship, everything will not end on the 1st of October. So if you be talk, say, they will not end for 1st of October, why you will go for AAC 1, AAC 2, and other kind of for go back? And why La Republique, if you go give 2 maps, I mean, United Nations give 2 maps them for La Republique in 2010, on the 50th anniversary. And here Muzu can't talk, say, oh, the 2 maps them, they will go jam for La Republique, for tell La Republique, say, Siam, now so wanna be fed there at first, and now this is what you are. But where Muzu, a whole doctor, you talk, say, they give 2 maps for La Republique, talk, say, this, now so wanna be fed there. And I saw on the first day, but now this is what you are. Where is the 3rd map? Why they not then give again the 3rd map where it incorporates Southern Cameroon? They give 2 maps for people. For sure say they be different. They not give again a different map where it already show how all of them, they all can be together. Then Muzu can talk say, they will give 2 maps. Now for sure say, now on a first day 2. Now so on a day. Now so on a day. Who side the map day? Who side the map for La Republique ABB? Because only 2 months will be. Yes. Say we not will go back again because they will not finish the matter. Even Northern Cameroon, they don't already be them quiet for Nigeria where they be vote. Yes. because Northern Cameroon, if we vote for be free as an integral part through integration, for integrate itself into Nigeria. And they talk say they could be for them like a unique part for them, like a province. And the Nigerian government today, it never change them. Then why are they going to be complaining? But we began our own independence through association, for associate with already existing state, La Republic, and with that association we get for take through a process. That is exactly what we get for before that. Though I will come about this thing a small time. So when we see these people, they come to talk something. They come to talk. Now whether you will hear, they say, oh, Cameroon was one under Germany. Say now one German Cameroon. Say now white man it become separate we, so we not get for go back for talk say we want to get independent, because if we want to do so means that we accept what way the colonial master, they can't talk the colonial master way, they can't separate we. The history for Africa it not be start for 1884, because for 1884 now white man is he can't draw map say we be Cameroon. I mean, you can't talk say will be Cameroon. So, Cameroon or the people where they did inside Africa, they not be started exist now for 1884. Before 1884, something nobody exists like Cameroon. Nobody exists like Cameroon. We will get empires, we will get kingdoms, we will get fondoms, and all those kind of stuff them where they exist. Where they exist by then. So now the white man, he can't create we for 1884. And now the same white man is a create we for 1916. That is what you get for that. And you get for understand, see, even in 1884, where the white man be the create we for Berlin Colonial Conference, we not be Africans and not be represented for the. We not be there. Yes. And the German Kamerun where they talk, where they create them for 1884, more than 60% of it is there outside. Because part of it is there for Chad, Equatorial Guinea, and all the other countries the way they be before there. And Muzu get for no see from 1884, we not be get Cameroon not be get no map. They be just talking and say, okay, from this side go this side north, or this is go reach this side, now Germany and so. Because the first map, that means 1884 to 1910, some map not be there where it talks in a map of Cameroon, this German Cameroon. The first map where it appear, where the Germans and the drum, where they put them out there, be now for 1911. So which means say that map system is not being a true reflection of what will be done for 1884. Yes. So by 1884, no man not be know the length and width for Cameroon. Where Muzu they want to try for talk. And even that map for 1911, it be incorporate different patterns for different countries them, where they all go for different countries them, for the Chad and the rest for them. That is exactly what you the Muzu they get for talk that they get for year. Yes. So if you want claim say German Cameroon be being a one, who will go for one Cameroon or whatsoever? Why then they not still take again the German capital, go back for Buea? Why then they not still take again? It talks say no, they take again the Cameroon, they move Britain, they move France, they jump back for Germany. They put German like official language and other kind of things them. Yes, because we know the argument and the facts them. Now Pobia this way it talk for year. It talk how a history. It talks say Buea capital for German Cameroon, because they first start they go for Buea, they go even for for Douala go Yoko, then they go settle for Buea, because the climate for Buea will be more like a European climate. And the time when the Germans will be there for Buea, they never get no intention for move again the capital go anyway. So the German capital get for be for Buea. That is it.
History has not forgotten that Buea was the headquarters of West Cameroon. History has not forgotten that Buea was the capital of Southern Cameroons. And history has not forgotten that Buea was once the capital of German Kamerun.
Okay, so now Pobiada you don't talk. Say history never forget say Buea be na capital for Southern Cameroon because of Southern Cameroon state. Now Muzu they talk say Southern Cameroon no ever get name. They talk now say they talk say the capital of German Kamerun. German Kamerun. Then why the capital come from there? You go to the other side. So as we accept colonial boundaries, now the same thing we accept colonial names them. Now so you get for B. Because we know say a part of Ethiopia and Liberia, all the countries inside Africa be now as a result of colonial creation. So me some person no can talk like but they go with the Kanu and the rest, they say they no one leave them according to the colonial boundaries and all those kind of things. Because during the Casablanca conference for 1964, OAU, they go debate, talk say, may they move those boundaries away, Africa, why man it become creator, or may they maintain the boundaries for Casablanca conference. Where did they go accept them for them and say, if they go remove the colonial boundaries, a lot of chaos it would be. Now why that they talk say they decided they would maintain the colonial boundaries. And those boundaries, they go rectify them like African Union Charter Article 4B, where they rectify them for day. Where Cameroon to rectify, say all boundaries are going to be respected and maintained as they be obtained on the day of independence. So the boundaries of La République du Cameroon, now the boundaries where he get and the day we get independence, 1st of January 1960. That is exactly what we did it at. That is why we still get custom post them for between Southern Cameroon and La République. We get all the things that way it characterize us as a country, and those things that they still did it today. Because they never move boundaries, because all those chiefdoms and all those things that way before they exist in those days, they already be destroyed. That is exactly what way people like Muzu them they go for understand. When they want come for here for begin to talk something, they begin to understand say people and they wait them to they hear. Ask Muzu. It will not be two different countries. It will not be a different country where we get on independence, or will not be separate. Why it be say in the days where they be fight the UPC and the Makiza people, La République and France be the chase them for fight for kill them. Why it be say those people that be run the enter the cross Mongo immediately the cross Mongo they enter for Southern Cameroon. France it stop for follow them again. It nobody follow them because they be understand and see. If they go for for different country where they go inside. If Southern Cameroon it be in a part of their territory, the same time say it be in their own territory. Therefore the chase UPC people them can't reach right for Bamenda, go for Victoria, go everywhere. Why they be wrong can't hide for Kumba? Why they can't hide for Bamenda? Why they can't hide for different places them where La République will be unable for come for day? Because they're not for trespass their own international boundaries. That is exactly what we did that. Then at the year some different one and they can't talk Anglophone them and Francophone them. They can't talk say, oh, we know we get the independence. We get independence now because we be joined. We get independent now because we be joined. Now you come to the Ngole them so Professor Abwa them and all the rest that they talk. They ask them for inside question say, do you wish to achieve independence by joining the independent republic of La République du Cameroun or the Federal Republic for Nigeria? So if you talk say wish, it means that a desire. Then joining, independence, it means say freedom, for be free. So the term now, it mean now the people that they talk on top, they talk about joining. Say that word joining. But joining, it not be a legal term. Joining, it not be a constitutional term. Joining, it not be a specific term, not just conjunction, not just some kind of way inside dictionary where if you just join something and whatsoever, where you just join them. So it not being as say it means I say it will be a constitutional or legal term where it will be fixed, say, when they don't already join them and whatsoever, it get for remain as so. And when I get for understand, I'm saying, we joining La Republique for independence, it not will be automatic. It will get for carry out some procedures, because if they join in for join La Republique, it will don't mean like say dissolve. It will be automatic. Like say when they will not make the plebiscite, we forgot La Republique for don't enter, can't join with one country. But it will take several months, more than 8 months, because they will get for follow due process. They will get for follow due process. That is exactly what we be that. Or you want to say they be talk to me they join, it means that they not go ever separate. Those inside that clause where they be talk about those plebiscites, they not be put on for they say when you join, you not go separate again. Therefore, it means say if you go join, you try, you know, waka, you get the right for separate. Like a marriage. You know, you go see woman, go marry them the same day, carry and go for your house. You go see woman, you negotiate, you go pay dowry, you go do different things, pay different things. It will take a process before the woman come for your house. And even if it come for your house, if she and I say they marry, you know, the worker, they go for separate them. That is exactly what these people they go for understand them. Yes. Because if it be being, I say, now for dissolve, after 11 February, where they be vote for that plebiscite, therefore, just come go for La Republique if you can't occupy with territory. But if it still needs a United Nations after February, March, in April, on the 21st of April, the United Nations began for sit now for certify that result of the plebiscite through Resolution 1608. Through Resolution 1608. And where it will talk say we'll get the independence. And where it will still talk say we still get for go meet up like for Fumban and other continents for negotiate the terms on how we will get for be together. Yes. Because for paragraph 5 for Resolution 1608, it talks, the United Nations talks, the government of Southern Cameroon, because they know for talk say government means we will get a country, will be one people. They say the government of Southern Cameroon and the government of La Republique. That means say 2 governments. And then the Majesty England, they go come for supervise for see and certain that they will find. If we be get enough for join, they know for call the government of Southern Cameroon. They for just talk and say make England and La Republique governments them. Me they go finalize those terms. But the fact say they include Southern Cameroon, say the own government, the government of Southern Cameroon, it be get for go day. Because we be get on government, we on parliament and everything that we they get for go discuss things for they can't endorse them for on parliament. For on parliament. Because we as a talk, Northern Cameroon, it be great independence because United Nations be set criteria where they would give independence for people. Either automatic independence, like how they jump for Nigeria and La Republique, and or through integration, how they jump for Northern Cameroon, northern part of Southern Cameroon will be joined in Nigeria, or through association, where Southern Cameroon will be. Integration is not need formalities. Automatic independence not need formalities. But association, it be need formalities. Now, why that they be toxic? When I get for pass through procedures and for negotiation, like for Fumban, and this and this and this, when I go down for down for talk and on top those things, them. That is how we get for put on for day. So when you see somebody like a Muzu, you say, oh, even the day where we go join La Republique, we go join La Republique, it be ceased for exist like a sovereign state. Me I ask them for Munzu, say which document, which article for United Nations, it talks say it prescribe condition for sending the move independence for any country inside the whole world. So me they move country, me they move independent for country for the whole world. Because if you go like for European Union or African Union, everybody is still maintain your independence. They maintain your own status. Now they federate. they federate, they associate. For inside all those things, but no resolution there for United Nations. It talks if America, for example, it want join with Mexico, America now it would all lost, say no, she be a sovereign state. Then it go join Mexico. So okay, if America or if La Republique, if it lost its own independence, it can't join we. Then wait it be. That means its status it don't reduce, right? It means that La Republique status it don't reduce. And we own status it reduce. It may, therefore means say both La Republique and Southern Cameroon will not be independent. Yes. Now the thing and that way people like Muzu they get for explain for people them. Me they understand. Make what I understand see because the people that they talk say Ayijo be fire a Foncha. Or because of this is the only reason why Ayijo be fire Foncha and I say Foncha, you see how waiting the be start the worker. He go tell Ayijo say, may you know say we'll never finish the reunification because we never sign any treaty of union, we never do so. So Ayijo say and say, that means the man say we can't open eye for this thing. Now from there it's a Foncha. That is how it be worker. Because since 1933, when we go for interview, this they already talk the characteristics of a nation where you must get a boundaries, a fixed population, whether it's small or big, you get a government, and where we get all those things But when you see people that don't come today, you can't claim like say will not be don't exist. So if Southern Cameroon will not be independent, it means it will be dependent. It means it will be depend on somebody. Then they tell you the country where will depend on them. Whereas we get self-government, self-rule from 1954 to 1961. So we be dependent on top who? And again, we got to notice and say, an independent country like La Republique or any country where it be independent, enough you go form federation. Enough if form federation of equal status with a country where not be independent. Yes, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Because if we not be getting independence, they will not fully exist side by side with La Republique from 1961 to 1972. Like two different entities. The fact that 1961 to 72 will be the exist, we get on parliament, we get on country now because if we get on independence, we get on people them. It will not be independent, we for the be therefore for the be dependent on La Republique. That is exactly what we will get for understand and that. Why it be say all people Ngole come to them, Professor Abwa them. And the people, all whether they say will not be get independence. All of them, they fear for mention resolution 1608. All of them. Why did they fear for mention that resolution? Because inside that resolution, they will understand them. See, there was breach of contract when La Republique is do, and they will understand them. See, that resolution will be given independence. So if you talk say we will get independence by joining La Republique. And they say the plebiscite, it will be organized and say, if we want to get independent, we will go join La Republique for be like part of La Republique. How come then La Republique will not be vote for resolution 1608? Say we can't join them. La Republique will vote against it. But Muzu can't talk say La Republique will be vexed because part of the territory will be vote. If you don't already vote, go for Nigeria. So now I will ask Muzu. Say, if you get your country, you get your land, you get your things, part of it all come out go for different side. What you go do? No, you do everything possible for protect the remaining part. Say me remember you. So for protect the remaining part, me remember you. Cameroon begin for vote for this. Say me we can't join them. So the fact that La Republique it be denied. Say me we not can join them. It means it be reject we. Because the same Muzu it talks say La Republique it be the vex say northern part it go vote Nigeria. And if he go put a case for International Court of Justice, and the International Court of Justice, he reject the case under decide say Cameroon, they under the jurisdiction. Say Cameroon not get right over that territory. If the territory belong to Cameroon, then why international community, International Court of Justice, it be denied the fact, it be denied the case, the case based on decide say jurisdiction. Because you get jurisdiction, you get authority over some people, don't think where it belong to you. So the fact that we denied that case about Northern Cameroon, it means it shows Ayijo and France, they not get no control, no authority over Northern Cameroon because now different people. Now you reclaim now say Southern Cameroons, Ayijo, La Republique, it get jurisdiction over Southern Cameroons. Then yet it come to the position where they want to ask them say, yes, part of your country, or you go for Nigeria. Now this other part where it remains so. You vote to me, they can't join you. Then La Republique is still denying. It's still denying. Therefore, me say, you know, get no jurisdiction over we. Because if we get jurisdiction over we, if we take them, take for example, if woman get 2 pig in them, you get 2 pig in them. So man take collars, it caught like 1 pig in, it die. Now they take the other pig, put them now for inside for podium. They say they want to take collars, quarter me die. And when you believe say na picking, what do you do? Nobody will run go catch that picking quickly bring them for your side. La Republique for be first person for vote. Say we can't join them. But yet they not even vote them, even can't reach you today. That is exactly what you will get for talk for that. Wow. So if Southern Cameroon ceased for exist like independent country for 1961 where Muzu did talk, then they be move their independence go for outside. That means say they become conquer winner for conquer them. Because I hear Muzu try for the formulate for they can't try for differentiate between Anglophone problems and Southern Cameroon he says Southern Cameroon crisis and all those things. He talks say they only need for fight now war. Yes. And say because we not get no leaders them where they fit talk on top we. But Muzu, me and Muzu know. Me and Muzu know say the fact say we not get the leaders and for talk on top we now because we not be vote any parliamentarian them any longer. And that one, not give guarantee say ye and Barrister Ashu and the rest they will go to impose themselves, all them CPDM people they say they will talk on our behalf. Because as it stand, the only elected representatives were Southern Cameroon and they get them. Today now they consult him where they will vote the leaders them. And where they transform people for interim government, where will they still vote the leaders them, where they did for them. So, you Muzu, you don't tribe and the rest, it fail. Or the tribe federation, other kind of thing, they fail. Now, you say you're already going for retirement. Why then? You know if you allow the small young picking them where they want fight for their own freedom, me they fight for their own future. Because you already retire, means you don't live your own life. We don't live your own life. So now the thing and that we will get for clarify for these people them. So me they understand them for Southern Cameroonians and say when person you don't get anything for do with CPDM party. CPDM party now a party where it want protect the country. Now La Republique National Party like CNU. It want protect the party for provide goods and services for the people them. You know okay why it those things and for outside or do na for outside. Now why that way the CPDM party like the CNU it will make sure say for get goods and services, for get things that for provide and for your population, it get for go tap for the natural resources them where Southern Cameroons it get them. And in the course for try for go tap those resources, it will make sure say make any dock where it is back for protect the Southern Cameroon resources, may it kill the dock. Like they kill the SDF, kill the Muzu, kill Zakaria, abandon, kill Dr. Fall on them, and all those things, they destroy those things, they kill them, throw their own people the way they put them for under. Because experience also see if black person, you know, be assist white man, can't reach today, they not for colonize Africa. So now the CPDM party, they go now go recruit some of our own people, they belong to that party, and that party, they come now for try for divide we, for rule we, and all those kind of things. Like how we Muzu say me they stop, they divide and rule northwest and southwest. Who create them? No be na ayijo go divide we before they recall we so. Na ayijo be divide we. And if you want to talk say me they stop the northwest and southwest divide. The only way you will stop the southwest and northwest divide, now for unite them back, me they be one as they be as a block. Nobody say you want to stop the northwest southwest divide by taking northwest to incorporate with western province, southwest to incorporate with electoral. And that one is what they call and say complete assimilation with Buea not talk for France. And the bad thing where it didn't say some of our brothers what they did for southern zone, they buy this idea because they check say, oh, if they should not with Bamenda people, they be primitive, they not be romantic, they not be advanced. If they go should not with the Douala people, it means say yes. Now people they win a high standard, it means say their standard be upgraded. Because now the notion where the Republic it can make a will grow inside, where even at first some of we will be like for Yaoundé, we check say when you did for Yaoundé, it means say you be a superior person past my day Bamenda, my day for Southwest, my day Betua, my day so. And more to that, when you talk French, you start to talk French, you know say yes, you been a evolué. That means a civilized Anglophone when they talk French. Like how when the French people they go make even a French colonialism, they believe say if you want to be now evolué for Francophone, what they call and say evolué, you must be now that kind of people where you don't go reach for Paris, you there so you talk for you be for Paris and other kind of continent. And as you still there for Douala, where you want proof say you be person where you be successful, you must not go for Paris. That is exactly what will happen for them. So that is why this agenda, when they want to talk, say they want to go for divide them, for put them. You will hear people and they will be happy, say, oh, yes, not true. Me they make and so. I bet that Bamenda people, they be primitive, they not be romantic, they not be so, they not they so, they be come not go, they be other kind of them. Better me this will be when our Douala people, they so. Remember, even lion, I mean, stone day inside water for 1 million years. It not going to change for beef or crocodile. You go Shidoyi for Yaoundé, you go Shidoyi for Osai, you be Anglophone. They will still require say Anglophone, 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 Anglophone. That is it. Me, I be the expecting, me Muzu, it can't tell we the disadvantages or the reason why each will not survive like an independent country. Now we give 62% over for GDP for the Republic. But me Muzu tell me how we will not survive as a country. Then Muzu talks about we will not go to the past. All the terrorism where he be talks he be teach constitutional law. Those are not contemporary theories. Now theories where they be written in the past. And he use them for the teach today. For the teach today. So if you come up for your house, you lost road. You not go back again for go trace again take different road. You go just lost because you know if you go back for play where you be go there, then go take again different road you go. Even those resolutions them where United Nations make them, nothing they be done in the past. And why that they take those resolutions them, they take and now they refer to them. Because you know if you know where you are going to, where you never know place where you come up from there. You must trace your origins. So me Muzu can't challenge me. Why if see American people, black people for America, they go do what are test they call what say they trace their origin, so they go back again for Africa. Some of they go Ghana, they go different places than for they. Why did they do so? Because home is home. That is exactly what we talk for here. We talk for you that. Say they not change things, they not do whatsoever. So, Southern Cameroonians get for no. See, all these people where they don't already come go for off there, they call them this Muzu, them, this Barrister Ashu, them, and all these people them. where they talk federation, now because their hands are be tied, they all pass through CPDM, infiltrate them one way or the other. And now you, where you never soil your hands them, you go for fight for free yourself, free Ambazonians, including freeing them. Yes. See, like Nic Ngwanyam, when he get out of school for Bamenda, tell you this one start, what he do? They carry school going for Douala. Because they protect the government, they protect institutions, they protect all those things. You will see Bishop here, they want to go put it for chair, they go giving you motor. Now government, they protect them, they do all those things. So when they come, they talk, say they claim, say they fight, they day on top on the day so. When I begin check saying something that where they talk true. No, those guys are not with you. Now infiltrators them, these black legs them, these Barrister Ashu, all those things, those are CPDM people. Where you will see even person like Abobala, it can't talk say this, so there's not genocide. Then you want here to say, oh, he want to war, me the kind for peace because he care for his people. Barrister Ashu say, he care for his people, me the kind for peace, they come so he care for his people. If Barrister Ashu, they be care for their people. Why be say they be go Yuk Tabi, them go put up for prison? Why they not be go to support them? Why they not be go support them? How many people them way La Republic? How many people La Republic go kill them for their houses them, burn their villages them, burn their properties them? And Barrister Bala did a deal with Barrister Ashu. Which court case they will they don't go file them against La Republic because it don't go burn some person's thing, it don't go lock some money store, it don't go do this in them. If they be careful people, you for all years a case and they for court say they accuse government, say don't do so. If they be careful people, you for all year them go for prison, go give chop for them. You for all year them go for hospital, go treat them. You for all year them go for refugee camp, them go give chop for people for refugee camp them. But yet, when it comes at time where they want talk some things, so that mean La Republic, it can't give them position, it can't give them money, it can't do other kind of things. I mean, they take the impose on top we like leaders them. They can't tell you say they care for now. People are dying, they care for you people are dying. People are dying. Then you go we head and go fall for day. They say me you go defend lawyers them. Me you go defend people that where they there for prison, people where they there for jail. When I say when I need money, me they must pay money. Time where the teachers and the very teachers, lawyers, and they come out go for street. The population now go support them. How much they be pay the population? How much they be pay the population? And yet we can abandon the population. They go there, begin enter their job under the same conditions and where they be talk, they be protest under the same La Republic, the same laws and the same rules. Say wait till it don't change. Say wait till it don't change. Then one talk, they talk say me they go make election, me they go make election. How many elections they go make them? Barrister Ashu say get party. Your political party now for La Republic, and La Republic create a party for you. Ambazonians never get the political party. We never get no parties there now. Then you can't say, oh, you want care for people, you do so. Because Barrister Ashu now play with any play with money did in your own problem that we get for go for it. The interest in money. Man get political party. Anybody ever come out outside on they say they go to make campaign, they make rally. Only because they say me take the party year and a year for them, begin weekend SDF, weekend and all those kind of things. But when they come for outside, they can say, oh, Southern Cameroon Ambazonian people they begin to say, oh, that is not what we are talking about. Reverend Ayuk, if he talk the same thing. Muzu, if he read Bamenda proclamation, if he do the same things. Frundi, he say Buea must go, all them. Where are they? Are they not eating with Buea and the rest, La Republic? They not even condemn atrocities where they go keep you for Kumba, for opinion and everywhere whatsoever. But yet, they say, oh, people they die, we want to do so, we want a peace, we want peace, unity, and whatsoever. Yes. If a problem a day, somebody will be now a legal expert. He understand them, see. They don't talk, see. You want to solve a problem, solve them once and for all. No special status, decentralization, one Cameroon, and whatsoever, it will ever live to solve the problem where Southern Cameroons get them with La Republic, except independence. When I talk federation, when I don't try, it failed plenty times. People are not change. They change now. They say it doesn't work. They start war. they declare independence. Then you people wanna fight against it. And at the same time, when they claim say when I like on people for protecting our people. And those them where they fight, now elected people. But you, no person give you mandate, no person not elect you. You want project and impose yourself. Take money for La Republic, the work they do whatsoever. And then you claim say, oh, you are with the people. If you be with the people, you get for listen to the cries of the people. The people, they cry, say they take their independence, they move their Juaz government, they move their countries, they seize the power camp. All those things, are the people, and the things where the people, they cry, say they take them from them. So if you see small picking in the crisis, some man don't see the gato, you don't see the water. If you be a lawyer or you be who you care for that picking, now for make sure say you take the gato, you take the water from that person, you can't give them down for the small picking. Nobody now say you want to say, oh yes. How will that man don't see Jogo Shido with you know, Jogo Shido with you go do so? That it means you know they solve the problem. The problem at the Southern Cameroon state, where it be. Even if on a deny say no be get independence, La Republic be not get independent, we bandage them. Okay, me Southern Cameroon remain so. Find your own independence. If on a deny say they not be not get them. That is exactly what we did for that. You cannot claim that you want to help somebody. You are fighting for the people. You want to sympathize with the people. At the same time, you are colluding with the enemy, with the oppressor. And then you try to make peace and whatsoever to the detriment of the people who have been oppressed. The Southern Cameroonians are crying that they want their country back, they want their government back, their institution back, that the Republic should pack out of Southern Cameroons. So if you care for Southern Cameroonians, what you need to do is to give them back what La Republic took, what La Republic destroyed. It is not you trying to ask Southern Cameroonians to associate with La Republic under the same conditions. I mean, fake pretense of special status or whatsoever. What happened to the first federation and what happened to the second? What happened to the tripartite talk 1996 constitution and all those kind of things? And what guarantees you that even if they go into any union today, La Republic is not still going to change it tomorrow? Is it not just yesterday that you people went out for the national dialogue? And now you are claiming that you don't even understand the content of the special status? At some point, it is good to retire so that you can have a balanced legacy. You must not think that you have to be the one in charge all the time. I will see somebody like Frundi who came here and said, oh, Paul Buea has been in power for long, Buea must go, Buea must go, Buea must go. Yet Frundi is about 30 years now the chairman of the Social Democratic Front. So if you can clinch to a position, how do you expect change? How do you expect change? A change to come? Because we are tired of all these kind of things, La Republic. When they want to talk, you guys say, oh, it is an internal matter. They have to solve it internally. Cameroon is a sovereign country. Yet, the following day, you guys are out there in America, the World Bank, to go and borrow money. To go and borrow money. Even to the extent that you send your parliamentarians to write a petition to the American Senate or whatsoever, requesting that refugees should be sent back. How can you claim that you are independent? So is America, that is not a sovereign state, is not independent, that you want to go and dictate to them what they have to do? This is I mean, intellectual dishonesty. I don't understand what is happening with these people. So the problem is this. We are tired. Gone are those days that a few individuals will come and impose themselves on us. Yes, gone are the days that we used to concentrate on farming, maybe farming, hunting, and all those kind of things. That you people thought, oh, the Muna, the Fonchart, and the rest, they thought that, oh, if politics was their own affair. We are into it, all of us now. Gone are the days that we are going to accept any imposed person on us. Let Ground Zero understand this. What we have now, Muzu is telling me, oh, they don't have leadership. We don't have leadership, we don't have this. You, Munzu, you, Barrister Ashu, you, Ayeba, you, Yuktabe, give instruction to Ground Zero and let them comply. Let us see. That is what Professor Fanso said over CRTV. That you guys claim that those people don't have any leadership. Who is controlling them? Who gives them instruction to stay at home? Who gives them instruction to draft, to do all those kind of stuff? Why are you afraid to call Dr. Sako to be as the president? Is Dr. Sako is the president for now? Yes. Why are you afraid to mention Resolution 1608 that granted us independence? Why are you afraid to mention African Union Charter Article 4B that Cameroon rectified to guarantee her boundaries as she obtained on the day of independence? Why are you afraid to call the name of Dr. Sako? Why are you afraid to talk about the interim government? Why are you afraid to talk about the Swiss stocks? Why are you afraid to talk about the Swiss stocks? If all of you are not infiltrators, La République sponsored agents, all these people against the Swiss stocks, against the issue of the government, Ambazonian nation, all of you do not care for the people of Southern Cameroon. None of you. Not Ayuk Tabe, not Wiba, not Anyangwe, not Muzu, not Keremona, not Frundi, not all of you, the Nic Ngwanyam, all of you. And these are the people pushing for the all Anglophones General Conference. How are you going to elect those who are going to take part in the Anglophones General Conference? Even the AAC1, AAC2, which criteria did you use to elect those who went there? Those who went there just imposed themselves. A selected few people who went there to go and protect themselves. Like the Muzu, he went there and he got a job, and now today he's against the people. Kassin Anyangwe went there, they gave him money. These other people. How dare you compare AAC1, AAC2 representation with what we have today? Elected representatives, and now you want to come and make the same kind of funny stuff that you want to call Anglophone General Conference. Who is going to elect? Who has elected people to go and talk on behalf of Anglophones? Even you, the Elismi, the Muzu, and the rest, you say you were the spokesperson. Who elected? Who mandated you? Who mandated you to go? I mean, how many votes did you get? How many votes did you get? You just went out there, went and imposed yourself. You say, oh, we are going to do, because you had La Republic agenda at heart with you. That's the reason why you guys say, oh, we don't have money. You use your own money. You use your own money, yet you are running behind people. Frundi said that they should put him on a salary. Barrister Ashu said that he cannot work for free. Yet you claim that you are using your own money. You are using your own money. For what? To go and lobby people to come to come and fight here. Even the bishop here, the church or the church leaders that these people are talking of. Church is not involved in politics and whatsoever. The church is supposed to be neutral. So not church leader is supposed to go and talk on behalf of Anglophone people. Not church leader is going to talk on behalf of Anglophone people or of Anglophone people, because they have not been elected. This is a political crisis. It is not a religious issue that you are going to say that the church should go there. It is not a cultural issue that you want to impose the chiefs to go there. It is a political issue that those who are going to sit and talk on behalf of Southern Cameroonians are people who have been duly elected. Like we had the consortium, and now we have the inter-government, where people vote, elect people according to their LGAs, their counties, and whatsoever. That is how it is, and that is how it is going to end. Yes. So we don't have any cultural, social, or political, language issue with La Republic. It is a political issue. If you care for the people, give them what they want. If a patient goes to the doctor because the patient is sick, the doctor needs to do what? You do the diagnosis, the root causes, and then you give prescription and cure the person. The doctor is not going to invent his own whatsoever. Somebody comes to you that he's sick. Southern Cameroonians are crying that they removed they took their government, their state, their territory, their country, their resources, all those things. You come now, you claim that, oh, you are fighting for them. You are caring for them. You want to care for them. At the same time, you don't even give them what La Republic has taken from them. Means you are an infiltrator. Those Barrister Ashu, those Bobala, all those people, those Nic Ngwanyam and the rest, up to the extent that I don't know what happened. You go and begin to use the name of Cardinal Tumi. That Tumi said that he wanted but one Cameroon. Tumi said you together with all of them, you conducted a poll, and the majority said the absolute separation, and that you have that document, and that is the position you are supposed to push out there, and it is the same position, because if you were against the position, the time that Tumi brought the results out 2 years ago, you could have protested that no, this is not what we arrived at. So the fact that this same resolution is out, I mean, the findings are out, that is what we want. We don't need any coalition for dialogue and negotiation that settle for a greater autonomy or what special status and whatsoever. If La Republic they like us, let them come and live with us. Yes. If they like us, let them come and live with us in our own country. They kill people, they burn people in their houses. You people claim that you know law, you know this, you know this. How many court cases have you filed against La Republic for violating this, for killing our people, for whatsoever? So these are the kind of things that we are going to be fighting against. So I thank everybody who take time for watching today. So we will talk again next time. Now me UN. So I will come again with a detailed explanation which way they call us independence by joining. That mafia where La Republic talk, or the mafia of the German Kamerun, that one will be a specific topic where we can discuss on all those things. But at all talks, we will pass through a political action for enter La Republic. Now you know the worker, the political action will just take and go out of it. That is the reason why, even till today, international community talks say both parties should sit and negotiate. They know the talk say the government of Cameroon and the Anglophones. They talk say both parties, because we be equal. That is it. So when I check say, if we not be say we not be independent, why we say we don't fight for 4 years? Those boundaries, the way those pillars, the way they see there for matters and for the custom post them, I don't know. Why La Republic never go move them? Why La Republic never go move those things? Any country for the world, America will fight 7 years, they get independence. Different countries they fight, different countries they fight. So people they will always fight. Me some person not frighten you, me some person not convince you and whatsoever. Make some person not talk to this you, make we go manage La Republic, because you not be person where they could manage you and manage them. We Anglophones will be proud people. Yes. For 50-something years, we don't live where we not get money for petrol, money for timber, money for everything. Then when I check say we not fit survive, if we get our own country control, own resources, our own educational system, our own judicial system, and all those kind of stuff, we could do so. We could do so. That is exactly the thing what they talk say. Make everybody a draft. Make we fight. The green light idea. United Nations they talk. Swiss talk idea on top table. All things in the day. Yes. We go free. Ambazonians go for free. Mark your report card. Which role you don't play? You be join the revolution for free people. No be now for free one individual. No for support some individual. And you know be join the revolution, say when you do something, they must give you praises, or they sing praises to you. Ambazonians no be some person in the country where you go talk say, even if na ye better is spoiled. Now the kind of people that will get for stop them, now the kind of people that will get for move them out of this thing. Because Ambazonians are a country, you get the boundaries, you get your own people, you get your own government now. Which will just find another recognition. And it can be. Me some person no can lie, you say, oh, people that they fight, people that we are united. People where they not be united. Now the people them where they now for one Cameroon. Now people where now Anglophones them. We are not Anglophones, we be Southern Cameroonians them. Ambazonians. So those where they talk federation, they talk this, they say inter-government, they say this against it. Now people for one Cameroon. That is the Ayaba. They Ayuk them, they Akuro, they raise them. Where they go talk with La Republic. Without talking, we not talk with La Republic until they come for international fora for Swiss talk. We not go talk with them. until they come for Swiss talk. Ask her for me, say, is it possible? I say yes, it will be possible. Because maybe a new thing. Different people don't fight, they win. They fight, they win, they fight, they win. La Republic, they find money for pay people that now money no day. They find money for do all that kind of thing and money no day. We the fight, we the sponsor, we own war. Yes, because we no one go inside new country, carry debts. Even that national debt, the way La Republic carry, they go to be now for their country. Maybe now we not go pay no 5 francs. So we know we sell resources, we know we sell part of the land, we know we mortgage something, say we want go get independence. We want to get independent, nyang, debt free. Now so it get for be for day. That is exactly what will happen. Yes. Mugu persevere. Mugu fight together. We understand say the goal now with independence. We enemy in La Republic. Any person where it talk say not do so, not do so, not do so. Those people are black legs. Now black legs them we wanna get to move them out of the equation. Where they go for day. Some of them either they be consciously or not, but they not could delay we. That is exactly what we did. That we don't work out this journey, and I guarantee you now, say a lot of things that they will not really reveal them for you. Yes. If I hear people they talk collaboration now, they talk say they must do so now because they don't hold La Republic for neck. They don't hold La Republic for neck. If we do the right thing, we stand together, we do the right thing, put more effort, do more grand action. 2021, before the one chop Christmas, you say you will not regret, you will talk say yes, I did it. That is exactly what we did for that. Me when I forget about those people, they can't talk say, oh, they don't go start this person, they might be the revolution, they be not come out. People where they be not the revolution, they go come out, they go back. What are activists and leader or who? They get self-interest. They become for their chase, they will get position, chase, they will get money for chop, they will get all that thing. But when those things are not coming, that's why they begin to retire. They get to retire. Yes. Revolution. Now marathon. Man for man pass. Until we reach for destination. Time na plenty.